Welcome back to Island Girl Garden. Today are we gonna make some wine. Making wine, you can make wine two different ways. Well, it's more than two different ways, but you use fruits. You can use your fruits like your grapes and your peaches, plums, whatever you want to use, and ferment it. Put in the thing, ferment it with your water, your sugar, your yeast, and turn it every 3 to 4 days. Add a little more to it, turn it 3 to 4 days. And you can just refine it how to your taste, feel a whole lot more. But today we're gonna show you how to make an easy way to make wine. A quick and easy way to make wine that anybody can make. All you need is some juice, some grape. We have grape juice, but today we're using this. We're gonna try this tropical juice, and we're gonna try this peach juice. Both of them are 100% juice. Make sure you get 100% juice. It's better than the 20% juice one. It tastes better. And make sure you don't have anything in it that kills your yeast. So you make sure you don't have any sulfates and sulfides in it that'll kill your yeast. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you don't have none of that in it. It won't kill your yeast. So all you need is, like I said, you need your juices, you're gonna need some yeast, and you can need some sugar. Now you can get like this wine yeast. I have wine yeast here. Then I have the regular baker's yeast. I used the baker's yeast before. The first time doing it, I recommend using the baker's yeast because the wine yeast is a little bit hot, a little bit more expensive. But the wine yeast give you a little bit more alcohol proof in. Like the bread yeast probably would give you like maybe up to like 12, 13, 14% alcohol. But the wine yeast could get you up to like 18 to 20% alcohol. So depending on your taste. But I prefer the wine yeast. The bread yeast, it has like you can like smell the bread flavor like in it, taste it a little bit. Just a little bit in it, but yeah, that's how that is. So to get started, we're gonna need one cup of sugar for every quart of juice you have. So we had 2 quarts here, and this is 2 quarts. So what you want to do is you want to pour 1 quart of juice out to get space. But today we're not gonna use the 2 quarts of sugar because I'm making this for a friend that they are wine connoisseurs. They got that wine taste. Oh, that's too sweet. That's too sweet. So we're gonna try to make this dry wine today for them. Them sophisticated palates. So most of them have sophisticated palates. We can make it for them today. So first thing we do, we're gonna pour off 1 cup of juice. I already had this measured out, so you like, this is a cup. But I've been doing it for a while, so I know a cup. I don't want to put in a measuring cup, because that's where I'm going to put my sugar in. Okay, that's good. That's about 1 cup of juice. Then we're going to do the same thing for this one. Pour off 1 cup of juice. Pour off 1 cup of juice because you need head space. So when it's fermenting, it needs a little space to expand. When it bubbles, you don't want it bubbling over. So you pour your little juice out. Okay, I think that's probably good. Yeah. Get your little juice to taste it. Yeah, it's good. Okay. So, like I said, I like to use the 100% juice. Today we're gonna use the next you gotta do is put a cup of sugar in it. Cup of sugar, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. That's a cup of sugar. You can use what kind of sugar you like to use. I prefer the cane sugar personally. So you put your cup of sugar in there. 1 cup. You like this, pour it on in there, pour it on in, let it drizzle on down. I should have had a spout. Make it a little bit faster, but it's going. So whoa. So you're gonna get it in there. She ain't going perfectly straight, but we're gonna get it in there. Okay, a cup of sugar. Okay. And this next one, I'm gonna use a little bit less sugar. Cause like I said, I got these sophisticated wine connoisseurs, palates. They like that dry wine. They call it dry, but we're gonna use a half a cup. We're gonna put a half a cup in this one. We're gonna do a half a cup. And we're gonna see how it turns out. It should still be alright though, but you'll see. Island girl, she got one of them palates too, but she drank anything. Dry, wet, sweet, soft, she don't care. Okay, so we got that in there. Got half a cup of sugar in there, got a cup of sugar in this one. So usually you put like for yeast about a half a teaspoon of yeast. If you add a little more, it don't matter. It ain't gonna hurt it. But you try to get half a teaspoon, at least half a teaspoon in there. I gotta get this thing open. Not too difficult. I guess it is. Let me go get my knife and cut this thing open. Boy. Okay, we back. It ain't take too long, hopefully.
Not too long.
Hopefully you're still there watching. Okay, let's see. Let me get this yeast in there. Ooh. Like I said, you can use either one of them. So if you take the wine, take the little cup of wine yeast. Wait, before I do that, I'm a little ahead of myself there. Before I do that, I gotta shake it up. Get this sugar dissolved. Shake. Shake. Gotta have something for the yeast, the yeast to eat. So basically, it don't ferment, and the yeast eat the sugar, and then it turns it into wine. Then once it finishes fermenting, the yeast will settle on the bottom. So you don't want to try to drink all of it at one time. You can see the yeast like at the bottom. Just leave that little part. If you want to just leave it in your jug when you drink it, you can pour it out real slow. Real slow. So you want to stir the bottom of the thing for the yeast to come out into your drink. Or you can do what they call a racket. You just take it out, put it in one bottle, let it sit for a while, put it in another bottle, let it sit for a while. And it'll soon settle down to the bottom. So when I'm doing mine, when I do mine in my big container, it usually takes about 2 weeks to finish. I usually do about 2 to 3 weeks. I usually do mine like 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, I let it settle for another week so that everything settled to the bottom. Then I go ahead and put it in my bottles. So we're gonna put our yeast in here now. Put our yeast in there. And we can put our yeast in the other one. Then we can shake both of them up. You want it at when you're doing it, you want it at room temperature. You want your bottles at room temperature. Your juice in your bottles at room temperature. Because the yeast is going to multiply anyway. Once you put the yeast in there, it's going to multiply and make more yeast. Let's shake it up. So after you finish shaking it up and doing everything, then you take and put it in a nice warm spot. Cover it up. I used to put a paper bag over it. Put a paper bag over let it sit. You don't have to keep shaking it or moving it around. Shaking it or moving it around. Just put it wherever you can put it at. like 3 or 4 weeks. I prefer 4 weeks. It'll be ready in 3 weeks, but I usually let it sit a couple of weeks after it's done. Make sure everything's settled down, really nice and good. So make sure once you finish shaking and get your yeast in it, make sure you loosen the top up real loose. So when you squeeze it, the top do that. The top move. If you got the top down on the tight, it's gonna blow up. You can come back. You have alcohol and sugar and juice all over your walls everywhere. So make sure you leave the top loose enough so when you do it, it'll move a little bit. So keep the top loose. Don't put it on that tight. You want to have an explosion. It's not explosion like that, but you have juice everywhere. See, nice and loose like that. So you just put it on the spot somewhere. Put your paper bag over it. A nice warm dark spot. And in about 3 weeks it should be ready. Like I said, I usually like mine set about 4 weeks, 5 weeks mostly. Just let everything settle down. So I'm about to make some more out of my things right there. See, you don't need all that right there to make it. You don't need the big pots. And, with the tumbler on top of it. Like, this is quick and easy way to do it. I would say use the baker's yeast at first, just to get your practice down on doing it. And then you're ready to go. So I'll be back and let you see what the finished product is. So for now, love, live, and grow. And make you some wine.